We're here at the GameSpy booth at GDC with Philip here from Trendy Entertainment, and we've just witnessed Dungeon Defenders here on 4 different platforms playing together.
Yep.
That's quite a feat.
Yeah. So Dungeon Defenders is the first true cross-platform game. We're demoing it here on iOS, Android, PS3, and PC, and they're all playing together online in the same session.
That's quite impressive. You didn't manage to get Xbox 360 in there as well, but you are doing a version for it.
Yeah, so it is also coming out for Xbox 360 later this year, but that version won't be able to play online with all of the other platforms.
And that's no fault of yours, right?
No. No comment.
So, could you tell us, briefly what Dungeon Defenders is? Because it's a nice mix of 2 very popular genres.
Yeah. So Dungeon Defenders is a 4-player co-op action RPG tower defense game. It basically is a mismatch between Diablo and your normal tower defense genre. There's 2 phases of combat, a build phase and a combat phase. In the build phase, you get to work with your friends to lay out defenses to protect the crystal. Then in the combat phase, you can maintain these defenses, lay down new defenses, as well as work the game like a normal hack and slash.
Right, so one thing that struck me was how deep the character progression system is, and the different classes and stuff. Could you just briefly give us an outlook on how that works?
Okay, so Dungeon Defenders is a game which has persistent characters. There's 4 different classes: the Huntress, the Squire, the Apprentice, and the Monk. You can choose one, or you can make characters for all of them and level them up as you play. Right now, the max level is 70, and you have choices to upgrade any statistic of a character. So their speed, their strength, their health. You can also, instead of skill trees like in Diablo, you can upgrade their towers. So you can upgrade their towers' attack rate, their defense, their area of effect, etc. Furthermore, you can really delve into the game's depth with the weapon and pet system. So every weapon you find is upgradable. So you may find a weapon which is really good to start, but you can only upgrade it 5 times. And that's a trade-off between a weapon that may have a bunch of negatives when you start, but you can upgrade it 30 times, and that will really become a powerful weapon which you want to carry on through as you play. The same happens with pets. You can buy pets in the game. There's a genie, a dragon, a fairy, about 15 to 20 pets in total. You can trade these with other people online and level them up independently of your character.
Right, so the game is already out on iOS, and is it Android as well?
It's out on iOS and Android.
So I guess people are curious to find out how you're handling these very different platforms, and what the difference is between the games, and also the business model, obviously.
All right, so Dungeon Defenders was originally made for PC, Xbox 360, and PS3, and we actually ported it and the Unreal Engine for Android and iOS. So those are smaller versions of the console game. They only have certain levels which can play on the consoles. They have less number of enemies, and other controls suited to a touchscreen device. There's actually a tablet control where you can move the character around by touching. You can double tap to jump. You can click on enemies to attack them, etc. But the nice thing is, despite all of these differences, you can still take all of the platforms online and play in the same game.
And what kind of future do you predict for Dungeon Defenders, and how do you want to build the game and move along in the future?
We think Dungeon Defenders is going to do great. The reception here at GDC has been absolutely amazing. We already have 300,000 users on iOS and Android, and it's growing by the day. We're pre-installed on the Zoom tablet, so that immediately opens up a huge user base. And when you add that all to all of the PS3 and PC players, and the game's going to be big, there will be a lot of people to play with online.
It's going to be kind of fun, playing on a PSM, for instance, and I can give my phone to my girlfriend and we can play together.
Exactly. That's the whole point of the game. You can play it anywhere.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.